how do you reconcile, and this is not by any means just about Faulk. Quite frankly, I think more questions should be asked about production of Arvell Reese in college. What do you do with a lack of production that you're theoretically drafting him for, because he only had 2 sacks this year? I know last year he had 7. But when you talk about him maybe playing more interior, that kind of answers my question. But just a general...
Do you feel like you need to do anything there right now? Like this is the thing. If you're gonna draft an edge, you need to draft an edge.
Yes.
If you're gonna draft a guy that you can move to the inside, or we need Kenny Clark and Osa and Quinn, like that's the thing. We've invested there, and at this point, for the Cowboys specifically, and again, all these conversations at the moment are taking place without knowing who the defensive coordinator is,
which could push this one way.
Yeah, we got to wait to figure out exactly what our future defensive coordinator is going to want to do, and what's most important to him, because he might come in and say middle linebacker is the only thing I need, and once I get that, I can work everything from there on. I love being able to move lots of players around. If I was able to slide him inside, move Osa outside for a play. Or a couple different series, those kinds of things. Maybe that could be a benefit to me. So,
would you like to see Osa more on the outside?
I kind of would. I don't know if there's a defensive coordinator out there that has the balls to do that. That he's just like, you know what, this might be a little different, a little risky, but I'm going to go try this out, and he has to prepare for it too. I don't know exactly how I'm not going to say just go be out there. I want dudes that I just throw them on the defensive line, and now the offensive lineman's looking going, crap, they're all over the place. That's what I want out of my defense. I want variety. And position flex on the defensive line, for me, position flex is awesome, because you can move them in and out, you can slide them all over the place, and nobody knows what's coming. And that's what I'm hoping to get out of a player that I could get like that, if that's the case. But you need to, a lot of guys, they're like, this is what you are, you're stuck in this box, and we're not doing anything else with you. And I don't necessarily think that that's how I would run a defense if I was doing it.